Good morning, Fryelands Falcons. Welcome back to school. Hi, Mr. Presley here with you on a terrific Tuesday for learning. Today is Tuesday, September 19th, 2023. We're glad you're back with us for a great day of learning in store. Looks like it's going to be a little cloudy again. I can kind of feel fall in the air. You know, we're on just the last few days of summer. Fall comes later this week. The official start of fall comes later this week, but I can kind of feel it in the air in the morning. It's warming up nice, beautiful afternoons we're having, but a little chilly in the morning, I'm noticing. Hey, on our lunch menu today, we've got sweet and sour chicken, brown rice, and corn, or you can have a turkey and cheese sandwich. Please remember to take a fruit and a vegetable with every school meal. Hey, boys and girls, look at this cool wall here. Look at this. I start with a growth mindset every day, right? We've been talking about that. I know this week your teachers are talking to you a little bit about, like if you're in the younger grades, about we watch, we listen, we pay attention. That's how we learn. We want to try and take time to pay attention and focus. And some of that focus has to do with having a growth mindset. Because here's what happens. If you have a fixed mindset, you think of things like, I don't know how to do that. Instead of a growth mindset is, I'm just getting started. I'm just learning how to do this. Some people say, I give up. I'm done, I give up. Instead, we should be thinking, this may take some time and effort. I'm gonna get there, so don't give up. This is gonna take some time. You're not gonna maybe learn something right away or the first time you hear it or practice it. Also, I just can't do it, right? Sometimes I just can't do that. Instead, I want you to think, I'm going to train my brain. That's right, I'm gonna train my brain how to do this. Think about it, all experts on things were beginners at one time. We all were beginners at everything. You know, I was a beginner at reading. I didn't know how to read, right? But I had to learn and practice that, and some things were difficult, and so I just kept practicing. I had a growth mindset, trying to help train my brain. A fixed mindset is, I make mistakes. Guess what, we all do. But a growth mindset is, mistakes help me learn better. That's where you learn. You're like, oh, that's how you do it. Okay, I made a mistake. That's why we have erasers on our pencils, right? Also, I'm not good at this. Sometimes kids will say that, or even adults. Instead, remember, a growth mindset is more like, I'm on the right track. I'm getting there. I'm starting to figure this out. And it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to ask for help. Sometimes we have a fixed mindset by we do things and we go, oh, that's good enough. That's good enough. But I want you to think, is this really my best work? Is this really my best work? Because sometimes you can do even more. That's how we get better, is we stretch ourselves. That's having a growth mindset. Having a fixed mindset is things like, I'll never be as smart as that person. Instead of thinking that way, a growth mindset is, I'm going to figure out what they did and I'm going to try it. Yeah, I'm going to try it. Sometimes we say, this is too hard. It's just too hard. I can't do it. It's too hard. Instead, think of, I'll use another strategy. I'll try and figure out another way to do this. Sometimes, a lot of times, there's more than one way to solve a problem. Remember, a growth mindset is, I can always improve, so I'm always going to keep trying. That's what we want you to do every day, boys and girls. Keep trying, keep growing, have a growth mindset instead of a fixed mindset. All right. Hey, as you get started today, I'm going to remind you, tomorrow is Wednesday, and every Wednesday is Falcon Spirit Day. So wear your red, white, and blue every Wednesday. If you have Falcon wear, you can wear that. Again, every Wednesday is Falcon Spirit Day. Show your red, white, and blue, and wear Falcon wear on Wednesdays. Also tonight is a PTA meeting starting at 6 p.m. We hope to see your parents at our PTA meeting tonight. And then the PTA is doing a special event at Toscano's tomorrow. It's a dine out day. If you take this in and you turn this in and you get dinner at Toscano's with your family tomorrow night on Wednesday, it's from 5 to 8 p.m. 15% of the money they collect during that time will go right back to our Fryelands PTA so they can do fun things like this Friday. This Friday's Popcorn Friday, and it's a movie night this Friday. So we'll share a little more information later on this week, but that's what our cool PTA does. They get together like tonight, have meetings, They decide what fun things to do, like popcorn days and Friday movie nights for you, and other cool events that are coming up. So I hope your parents join PTA. I hope they come to the PTA meetings. And if you want, again, talk to your parents about a night out at Toscano's tomorrow night. Let's see. The last thing I wanted to share with you is just some things I want to just remind you of, boys and girls, when you're at school. School's a little different than at home, right? So one thing I want you to think about, especially I see it in the younger grades, is I see a lot of play fighting. Play fighting. You know, when you're at home and you're with your friends, your brothers and sisters, and you play fight, you're like, ha, yeah, you know, and you go after each other. Okay, you can't do that at school. So there's no play fighting at school. Obviously there's no fighting, but there's even no play fighting, because what happens is when we play fight, sometimes what happens is kids end up hitting or kicking each other, not on purpose, but on accident, and then kids get hurt. Also, the recess teachers, and when I'm out there, if I see kids play fighting, I think they're really hitting each other. So we don't play fight at school. So that's one thing we don't do at school. Another thing we don't do, and I want to remind you of, we don't have candy and gum at school. So if you bring candy or gum to school, like if you have it in your mouth, we'll have you spit it out. But if you have candy at school or gum, we are going to take that from you. That's not something you should have with you every day at school. It should not be part of what you bring to school, have as your snack, those kind of things. So there shouldn't be candy or gum brought to school each day. Otherwise, we'll need to take that. And the last thing I wanted to share with you is I've heard a little bit about kids wondering about, can they sell things at school? Can I bring things to school, candy or bracelets or other things? Can I bring stuff to school to sell? And so I was talking to some kids yesterday about this. So I just want to remind you, you can't bring things to school to sell. So you cannot go and bring things from home and sell those to other kids at school at any time. So just a reminder, no play fighting, no candy or gum, and no bringing things to school to sell. And these are just reminders for us, right, about our school expectations, which are different than at our home or in our neighborhood. So keep that in mind. All right, boys and girls, let's have an awesome day of learning together. Remember, at Fryelands Elementary School, we respect everyone's feelings and property and their right to learn and be safe. Let's have a growth mindset today. Let's think about how we can grow our brains and grow our thinking and grow our learning every day. Have a wonderful day, and always remember, your Fryelands family cares about you. Teachers, please lead your students in the Pledge of Allegiance. We'll see you soon.